I know you're tired. I know you're hurting. And I wish I could say something that was classy and inspirational.
You can do it!
But that just wouldn't be our style.
Welcome to Project Reclamation, where you rebuild, re-energize, and reclaim your life.
Man, oh man, we did it.
Oh, dude.
Second
helpings of Thanksgiving.
Oh my God, Project Reclamation.
Turkey for you.
Turkey for me.
I'd even eat turkey with JB.
Oh, JB, we miss you, man. We're not doing this record with Jables. Jables is celebrating Thanksgiving with his family, his wonderful family back in Tennessee, or wherever you are, Jables. Maybe you guys are doing a road trip like the Griswolds. I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
The vacation, Thanksgiving vacation.
Wally World.
Was there a Thanksgiving vacation?
Probably.
I don't know.
Hey, if you're listening to this, welcome back to another wonderful record. This is actually going to be a different style record.
It's a bonus episode.
It's a bonus episode.
This is a bonus episode. If you're listening to this for the first time, if for some reason you happen to decide to listen to a Thanksgiving episode for your first time, that's cool. So we did this last year. Although I was re-listening to it, I don't know if we really ever talked about anything.
We didn't even
related.
address Thanksgiving. We were
I
just
don't think we did.
I think we said we're thankful that one day we'll get picked up by podbelly.com. Pick out on podcasts.
You know what happened? We did.
You speak it into existence. Here it is.
You know why we eat turkey on Thanksgiving?
Tell me.
Because you don't want to eat ham because Kevin Bacon is made of ham. By the way, Kevin Bacon is our little Podbelly mascot. He's so cute. Go to Podbelly, look at Kevin Bacon. He's so cute. But yeah, we got to give the piggies a break, so we eat the turkeys.
We got to make sure the lights are turned on.
For those of you who are going to deep fry your turkey, I recommend watching some YouTube videos and being safe. I have
had one of those, and they are delicious. That deep fried turkey action is really, really good.
You know what?
It's succulent. It's delicious. It's worthwhile.
I saw an Alton Brown video on YouTube. Okay. And he was going over
He's a chef.
So Alton Brown is a chef. But he's like, I don't know. He's a little sarcastic, but he's kind of very smart, very well spoken. He's very interesting to watch.
So he's a chef,
at least to me. Okay, but he's very interesting to watch for me. Like I find him way more interesting than Gordon Ramsay, or actually any other chef for that matter.
Wow.
Anyways, so he had a bunch of different gadgets that he had designed on the cheap. One of them was like a cardboard box smoker.
Okay.
But one of them was he took a ladder and a rope and a couple of pulleys. And he designed a pulley system so that you can raise and lower the turkey into the fry pot without having to be less than 10 feet near the fry pot. You can do it with the rope.
Wow, that's kind of cool, actually.
So if you're interested and you happen to be trying to deep fry a turkey and you don't want to burn yourself, then I recommend going on the YouTubes or whatever. Go to Google. Just search Alton Brown turkey fryer ladder gizmo or some shit like that, and it'll come up.
Dang. Well, that's really, really cool. A little bit of what is it?
That was my tip.
Necessity is the mother of all invention.
That was the tip from Tuesday that I should have given, but I didn't.
Well, either which way.
Anyways, happy Thanksgiving to all of y'all in the U.S. And you know what? All of our international listeners, you don't celebrate Thanksgiving necessarily.
Canadian Thanksgiving took place.
But happy Thanksgiving to you too, because you know what we're thankful for? We're thankful to all of our listeners, including all of y'all in Belarus and China and Australia and all the countries, because I can't name them all. There's too many.
I think there's 186 countries out there.
Is it 86 now?
I don't know.
At one point it was 192, but I know that changes every day.
Well, here's what it is, and I'm very, very thankful for it. Now, we can obviously go through a clip episode and just say, hey, this is what I'm thankful for. We won't do that to you because we hated clip episodes when we were little kids. We're watching
we were just talking about how much we hated clip shows.
And you may be with your family right now, and you're like, God, get me out of this room.
I've already seen those clips.
Yeah, that's probably
I've probably seen them more than once if I liked them. I don't need to see the ones you want to shove down my throat.
No, you don't.
Friends.
Or
whatever. I don't know who did clip shows.
Yeah. Regardless, one of the biggest things that I want to say is that thank you, obviously, thank you very, very much for listening. And one of the biggest things that I'm always going to go and tell you that I'm very, very thankful of is this opportunity, because I know that this project or this podcast started off as a dream a very, very long time ago, almost 2 years ago now. And
yeah, dude, we're almost there, huh?
And it came out from an incident that you were experiencing, Tim, and now look at us now. I mean, we have almost nearly 100 episodes in the bank.
Dude, I'm thankful to you and JB for, starting this thing with me and sticking to it.
And it's allowed us to kind of keep in touch. We didn't see each other. I lived in San Diego 2 years before this podcast had started up.
You lived across
and I lived across the street
from me for a lot, and we never saw each other.
And I don't even think I see you. Now I see you too much. Now it's every week, and I'm like, leave me alone.
I really don't like it.
Leave me alone.
And then I would like to give a shout out to Sofa King podcast because they kind of inspired us.
You know what? They
start our podcast, and
they
especially
gave you the blueprint.
Especially Brent, because he really helped us through at the beginning. I don't know if he even remembers, but now I can call Brent a friend. Brad as well. Dave, still haven't met you, man, but maybe next time I'm in Bakersfield, I'll buy you a head of lettuce, and maybe I'll shove a little airline bottle of alcohol inside because you like whiskey. So there'll be like a little whiskey lettuce because he's a vegan.
What a gift!
I would like
bottle
to
of
thank,
booze snuck
I'd like
in
to
between
thank
some lettuce.
Alan and Brent for starting Podbelly. You guys are awesome, and I'd like to thank all of our brother and sister podcasts on here. So for the first time, I don't want to bore you guys, but I think this is necessary. I'm going to read the names of all the podcasts that are members. I mean, that's fair, right?
In remembrance. It's like almost like one of those in remembrance things.
No, it's not. They didn't die.
No. But you're like, okay, this is perfect because these are all of our.
So here we go. So we're just gonna run through these. All things Star Wars. Art and Jacob Do America. Breakers Podcast. Changing Hearts and Minds. The Ectoplasm Show. Friend Time Podcast. Graveyard Shift. Graveyard Tales. Hillbilly Horror Stories. Steve's favorite, Just the Worst.
Just the Worst.
Kim and Ket Stay Alive. Maybe. Life Bites. Lost Boys of Hannibal. Meet Me in the Woods. My Age Podcast. Nerds on Topic. 1 Hour Photo. Podcasts we listen to. Project Reclamation. Sofa King Podcast. The Dark Multiverse of Stephen King. The Madman's Notes. The Piecast. Warning, you will be offended. And last, but certainly not least, We're Not Sure Yet. Love all those podcasts. I have listened to at least one episode of all of them. There's a lot of them to listen to. So I recommend going out and checking it out, podbelly.com. We are so thankful for Podbelly and all of our friends and brothers and sisters on Podbelly. So shout out to Podbelly. Shout out to all those podcasts I just named. Hey, do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. Do your ears a favor and just go pick one up and listen to it. After you listen to ours, of course.
You know what's crazy is that just hearing out all those different styles or different topics that they're all covering from all of our brother and sister podcasts out there on Podbelly. One of the biggest things I'm always reminded of is Thanksgiving dinner. Holy smokes. If you ever go to a Thanksgiving dinner at a Chinese person's house, you have a mix of cultures, which is great because I think that's exactly the ethos about what Thanksgiving dinner or Thanksgiving is all about, right, in America. But I will tell you, right alongside that beautiful, wonderful piece of turkey, or that beautiful...
Do you eat sweet and sour turkey on Thanksgiving?
No. But there is sweet and sour sauce that's available.
Sorry, that was racist.
But then, you'll have like a fried rice dish that's like not just a regular fried rice dish. It's like an exquisite fried rice dish that took hours or days to kind of make because of all the ingredients. And then you'll have like other kind of Asian dishes as well. And so it just blows my mind.
Well, look, dude, my house, we have fucking lasagna.
And then is that a staple? That's a staple. Like, does that replace ham or anything? Does that replace the turkey, or is there a turkey?
No, there's still turkey. Lasagna is in addition to the turkey.
Yeah, we've never had sweet potatoes with those candied yams or sweet potatoes with the little marshmallows on top. I've never had that.
I love sweet potatoes. I love them prepared lots of different ways. That is not one of them. I fucking hate that
because it's candied, too sweet.
Oh, it's way too sweet. It's gross.
Yeah,
and it's like they use the canned yams, which are like I don't even know if they're. Like, I don't even think they're like real sweet potatoes or whatever. But but we used to have that every year. My grandpa, before he passed away, he loved that shit. So we did have it every year.
Oh, well, it sounds pretty amazing. I mean, honestly, I remember having so many different styles of Thanksgiving dinners, especially with friends when friends do like Friendsgivings and they're like everyone bring over something. Any which way, any time of year that you can all just kind of get together, meet up, and do something kind of unique, I think that's the best thing about it all. That's always be the best thing about it, is that you just have an opportunity to kind of like just share. And I think that's the hugest, largest, greatest thing in the world. And I think that's what you and I and JB do on a weekly basis here, is that we just share, not our issues or our problems, but we just share kind of ways, or just kind of allow us to kind of just bear the burden of other people's weight sometimes.
Well, and I mean, dude, you listeners probably know this. Half the time, we do this to try and help anyone who's listening who may benefit from any of the bullshit that comes out of it's not actually bullshit. It's all real shit. The stuff that comes out of our mouths. But I mean, some of the time we end up just kind of hitting on topics that are kind of like meaningful to us or kind of struggles for us. And we just talking through it really helps. So hopefully, maybe you guys are just yelling at your podcast apparatus right now, and maybe just sort of being there sort of in spirit with us and just yelling at us for being idiots is how you get through some of your problems. And that's cool. That's what we're here for.
Yeah. I tell you, the other biggest story that I always tell about holidays is that we have a family friend, and God bless her soul. I love her. I love her. She was always there when I was a kid, when I was really young. She has very, very few social skills now. I don't know why. I'm not bagging on her at all. I'm just saying that sometimes when you live by yourself, she has a little daughter, but when you live by yourself and you're by yourself, sometimes you just don't have very many people to talk to. And when your daughter is like so young that you're a little bit on the longer in the tooth side. But yeah, every single time she'd be around adults, she would just kind of just talk. She would talk about her medical problems when she was at dinner, and it was so intolerable. But she was from the church. We love her to this day. Yeah, but I just remember.
Oh, Murray, can you pass the stuffing? I have such bad diarrhea right now.
Yeah, exactly. And that would actually be something on the lighter side. She would talk about her female issues as well. Like, and I'd be just sitting there just.
I've had this yeast infection for so long now. I just can't shake it.
And then I would just sit there, and I would originally just blame my mom. I'd be like, why in the heck do we keep inviting her every single year? Why? But I realized that the foundation about what we do here on Thanksgiving is not about like, oh, well, they make the cut and they don't. It's about inviting anybody that is hungry or doesn't have a place to go or wants to be around like some social atmosphere or wants to just bond or create a bond with somebody else for that day, for those few hours in that day. That's the purpose. That's the whole linchpin of the whole day in and of itself. Is to remind yourself that you're not alone in this world and you're not alone in society, and to branch out and so you can grow some leaves, for gosh sakes, for the year to come.
So one thing I'm thankful for that I would like you all to join me. We've talked about reclamations and doing random acts of kindness and all that fun stuff, and I think we should keep doing that. But I think that we all should probably take a step back and just take stock of what you have in life, and you should be thankful for where you are, because there's certainly people who have it worse. And I think it's cool during the holidays, and you should, if you have some time this weekend, you should definitely go at least, donate some food to a food kitchen. But if you have time, go to a soup kitchen or whatever and serve some food. It's actually kind of a cool experience, and you meet some very interesting people. But you may already be doing that during the holidays. What I would kind of urge you to think about is that, a lot of these like blood banks and food banks and all these stuff, they get a lot of that during the holidays, but start thinking about some of that stuff the rest of the year, because that's when they don't always get help. And like, it's like it's great that people donate like Toys for Tots and clothes and stuff during the holidays, and you should definitely do that. I'm going to do that. I recommend you do that. Go do something that helps people. And if you can't afford to buy stuff to donate, that's fine. Donate some older stuff, or like I said, all it takes is your time to go fucking serve some people. Donate your time to go serve some people some food at a homeless shelter, a soup kitchen. But carry that with you, into January and February and the summertime and stuff when, they don't get a lot of volunteers. So that's just a little bit of, we should all be thankful of where we are. Because as no matter how bad your day is, even if you are homeless or whatever, like it could always be worse. There's people who have it worse than you. I mean, obviously, I guess there's, if you had to rank it, there's someone who has it worse than everyone. But for the most part, there's always people that have it worse than you. So you know what? Go help someone else, and I guarantee you it'll brighten your day too. And
not only that, I will say this, as I used to volunteer my time, and then I used to serve food at the San Diego Rescue Mission. One of the biggest things in the world is that you meet a lot of great people along the way, right? You don't know who you're going to meet. There's how many people, billions of people on the earth. You have no idea about who you might run into. And maybe you're in that little zone where you're like, I need new friends, or the friends that I have, I don't know about them. And sometimes I just question their motives, and all they want to do is party, or all they're not doing is partying enough, or whatever it is. They're not exciting enough, or they're too exciting. I don't know, whatever it is. Do the things that you like to do. And if you can, give of your time to other people. And when you go give of your time to other people, you don't know who you're going to meet as well. So I would say this. The people that I met that volunteer their time at the San Diego Rescue Mission are all salt of the earth, just honest, decent people of the world. Because they give. They just all they can give. They don't have, maybe they're rich, maybe they're not. I don't know. We've never asked, and I don't care to ask. But if they lined up with things that I wanted to do with my time and in the time that I had here on earth. So I would say this is that you never know who you're going to meet too. It could always be like one of those little secondary prizes that you kind of get for just giving. So never forget about that.
Well, yeah. And dude, just going to some of those, I've met some of the coolest people, and some of them were other volunteers, and some of them were people that, needed a little help, and were just very cool people. And not that you should do it for this reason, but for any of you single folks out there, you may just meet someone special over there who just happens to be volunteering too. And she's like, wow, this guy, or he's like, wow, this girl, or he's like, wow, this guy, whatever. the other person is like, hey, this person has such a good heart. And that automatically, shows that you're not as much of a scumbag as most people. So
find out that you're not a scumbag on Thanksgiving or any other day that you volunteer your time.
Just initially saying I'm not a complete scumbag is probably a good start.
That's a great start.
I feel like a lot of people's bars are pretty low, mine included.
Well.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a good thing to do. Also, some of you, if you're listening to this, before dinner time, some of you, and probably, over the next 6 weeks, you're going to be spending time with family. That's not always easy for some people. Sometimes it's rough. Some people don't like it. But you know what? Take a step back. Be nice to your family, because you know what? Try to cherish the moments you have with your family. If you truly hate your family, I'm sorry, it sucks, but you don't hate all your family, I'm sure. But, just remember, like, your grandma or, your great aunt or your aunt or whatever, like whoever, the people that you don't see very often, like treasure that, spend time with them, because like, I'm not trying to say like, oh, well, they're not going to be around for much longer. But maybe they will, maybe they won't. But I mean, you only got one family. So the ones that you can stand, be nice. Go hang out, and especially people who love you, like, go spend time with your mom, spend time with your grandma, because they appreciate it and you'll make them smile.
Yeah. And just giving you a little bit of perspective as well. You never know, in the blink of an eye, things can change. You hate the way things are when you're around your family. And I didn't necessarily appreciate all those wonderful stories that I was blessed with during the holiday dinners. But I will tell you this, things can change in an instant, and things can, sometimes they just won't ever go back. So enjoy the moments in which you have while you're living them, while you're experiencing them, and find the good in it if you can. If you can't, then, look harder. I don't know, do something, try to talk your family into doing something cool. If it's like the same old every year, I don't know, do something different. Dude, or go see that movie. Go get ice cream.
Go see that movie, or go get ice cream.
Go walk on the beach.
Or tell your family that you guys are you're all gonna go at lunchtime and go feed the homeless. You're all gonna go donate some of your time. And you know what? Thanksgiving will be so much sweeter. I guarantee that.
It's really, really kind of like, it's really the Project Reclamation's biggest message that we've been trying to get out all year long.
Just help other people.
Is that if you can't, exactly, help other people. And if you can't do it, if you can't give it to yourself, then give it to somebody else, right?
Yeah. Well, like when I was talking about, we've talked about this so many times. We even have a whole like reclamation thing that we haven't followed up on as much as we should have, but we should. But then again, we haven't really gotten the participation. So I'll make you guys a deal. I will follow up on the reclamation thing and make it a big deal if you guys start giving me some submissions. Deal? Okay, cool. So, but yeah, so I mean, and even dude, on our episode earlier this week with Patty, we were talking about, I was just talking about how I think that, as I get older, the things that I realize is you just try to leave everybody a little bit better than you found them. Even if it's just like making a grocery store smile, or saying hi to a homeless person if you don't have any food to give them, or give them some food if you have some, even if it's like you got half a bag of chips in the car, give it to them. If you're not going to eat it, you don't need the rest of those chips. But then I said, I'm just trying to change my circle. And then Patty made the comment, and I'm not saying we're changing the world here at Project Reclamation or anything, but hey, she had a good point, and I'm gonna own it, that if every single person just tried to make their little sphere of influence, all the people that they see on a daily basis, make their lives a little bit better, the world literally would be a better place in like 2 days.
There it is.
Yeah. So on Thanksgiving, I just recommend taking a step back, have some perspective. Steve, what are some things you're thankful for that we haven't talked about?
Dude, honestly, I would say that the biggest thing I'm thankful for is that I still have my health, right? And I don't mean like, oh, I'm superior against that. I'm just saying I'm breathing. I'm actually really, really breathing. For right now, at least, I'm breathing. But yeah, you just have I have 10 fingers, 10 toes, and I have the ability to do most of the things I want to do.
9.5 toes.
9.5 toes.
We had to cut the half of that one.
Oh, God.
It was your pinky toe. It doesn't really count.
But no, I mean, it's just like, I'm very, very thankful. I see a lot of people that wish that they could just, walk around the block with their family, unassisted or whatnot. So I could do that. Or for right now, I can do that. And for right now, I'm very, very very, very thankful for it. And also just the mentality too. Being with you and doing this Project Reclamation, and also JB as well, has just allowed me, it's not therapy, but it's just been like, I think
it is therapy, dude.
It's a very cathartic experience for every single day of the week. We kind of meet up and we talk, and it's just
therapy. But our therapist is each other and a bunch of people who were like listened to us.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. If you're out there and you got a lot of stuff on your chest and you're like, oh man, I got so much, but I don't have anyone that can listen to me. I don't have anyone that will listen
to you.
We'll listen to you.
We'll even put you on a podcast episode.
Oh my God, join us.
Go check out the website, projectreclamationpodcast.com.
But let's say
you can contact us there.
Yeah, but let's say I don't really want to do that. Just go find somebody and start talking to them, or find that person that's in your friend group, and you don't think that you're like, I don't think they're gonna listen. Start opening up.
Or if you don't have anyone, then seriously go donate some of your time to the soup kitchen. There's probably people there that would love to have someone to talk to and someone to listen to.
Create no walls, man.
Go hang out at a VA hospital. Those guys and gals have the best stories, and they will totally listen to all your problems.
There it is.
Right?
Yeah, that's huge. What about you, Tim?
I am thankful that I have my health back.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a project.
You don't know what it is until you don't have it no more.
You know, and I got lucky, but I think if you're still breathing, no matter where you are, there is hope, and not only hope, but you can get to wherever you want to be from wherever you are. It's not going to be easy, but I'm living proof of it. But yeah, I'm thankful for that. And I'm thankful for shitty things that happen to me, because in the end, you never see it at the time, but in the end, every single one of those times has made me a better person in some way, shape, or form. So, right now I'm, looking for a new job and stuff, but I have a different lease on life right now, because I know that every time something that seems shitty at the time has happened to me, it's always ended up being a positive change in my life. So
isn't that the funniest
I'm flipping
thing
the script on this motherfucker.
People always go, it's darkest before the dawn, and I
true.
never understood that. But I think you need to understand that you need to have a few more dark moments before you realize, like, oh, shoots.
Well, and
I need to get some of that dawn. I need to get some of that light back.
I need to get some of that dishwashing.
And I'm not saying it, if you haven't had enough, you don't know what I've been through. Still don't understand. I'm not saying that I don't understand what you've been through, but at the same time, it is always darkest before the dawn. Sometimes you do have to kind of go through a lot of those bottoms to finally experience that. What it feels
think
like
about
to get
it.
fully on up and then drop, and fully have that kind of peak view on that roller coaster of yours.
Well, think about it, dude. You can't polish a fucking diamond with a t-shirt. You need a rough surface to make a diamond look perfect.
Amen to that.
And I think that's it's the stone that sharpens the axe. You got to have a rough. You got to have something a little bit rough to smooth things out for you.
There it is.
And I mean, I guess I'm thankful that I've had some of those. I've had some, dude, because you know what? Easy shit and winning doesn't build character. Losing builds character.
Yeah.
And it's what you do with the loss. Just being a loser doesn't build character. But it's you never learn anything if things are too easy. So
Razor Ramon's famous quote when his WWE Hall of Fame thing. He's known as the bad guy, by the way.
Yeah.
He was like something.
Scott
Hall.
Scott Hall.
Yeah. He was like saying like, oh, tough times don't last, or I'll find the quote.
Dude, how about a quote from The Replacements, which is our flagship movie, because part of our intro comes from The Replacements with Keanu Reeves. Shout out to Keanu Reeves. All rights owned by whoever made that movie. But one of Keanu's Reeves, what did he say? Pain heals, chicks dig scars, glory lasts forever.
Well, that's kind of a unique way, but yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. We're going to find this little quote from Razor Ramon. Hopefully we can just kind of pop it in there.
Let's expand it a little bit. Pain heals. You got to go through a little bit of pain to get the gain, So,
absolutely.
but it'll always heal. Chicks dig scars. It's a little shallow, but we could kind of extrapolate that to, you can wear badges of honor that, you went through shit, and maybe it's physical, maybe it's not, but
we could have easily said
people who matter,
people like patina.
Exactly. Patina. Yeah. People like patina. What was funnier? It was a comedy, dude. So,
I get it. No.
So that, and then glory lasts forever.
And then, in the sense where, honestly, it's very, very true. History is written by the winners.
Yeah.
And so put all your best effort out there in a competition
History is
of life.
by the Illuminati.
Oh, good Lord.
I'm just kidding, dude. No, you're right.
Speeches.
History is written by the winners.
Yeah.
Tis true. Did you find your quote?
No, not yet. But we're hopefully we can tack it on as a little tack on quote at the end of this thing.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Bad times don't. I don't know.
Bad times don't last,
but bad guys do.
But bad guys do. I think that's what it was.
But you got to remember the first half of it. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Hey, happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving. This is just a bonus episode. If you are listening to this for the first time, we do one full episode every week, and that's our normal episode. They're usually numbered, and then we have bonus episodes, and we have daily minisodes and other fun stuff. So, hey, if you like it, listen to it. But yeah, if it's your first episode, you might want to go back and listen to some of our regular episodes. But bonus episodes are fun. But this is just kind of something fun we're gonna do. Well, this is the second annual Thanksgiving episode, so we'll make this an annual thing.
And here it is. Razor Ramones. Last thing to remember on Thanksgiving. Hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do.
I like it.
Razor Ramon. Something happened to the chains. Something gonna happen to you.
Hey, Chico. I just want what's coming to me.
Probably one of my favorite
The
wrestlers.
world.
Look at this dude. This guy. Just on a Thanksgiving, that's a real turkey right there.
Yeah, dude.
That's a real turkey. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving. I am just going to pick a random Thanksgiving quote and close it with that. So it may be motivational, it may not. Let's do... Oh, I like this one. So here's a quote by William Blake. We're going to close it off with it. The thankful receiver bears a plentiful harvest. I think that goes right back to gratitude.
Gratitude.
Show gratitude to everyone, y'all. Go out, be nice, be good. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Enjoy time with your family. And that's it, y'all. Oh, here we go. Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. There we go. Yeah. Love gratitude. That's my favorite word in the dictionary. All right. You guys have a good one. Be good. Happy Thanksgiving. And we are thankful to all of you. So we will talk to you again, possibly tomorrow, but for sure next week. Thank you. Bye.
So what I believe you were trying to say is thank you.